alongside his brother. The Klitschko story continues.
Yep, and the punches that finished the job were quality, world-class shots. Just the simple stuff, getting Mormeck on the end of the punches as he should have been doing. Too often in the previous round, allowed Mormeck to get close and mess him about, compete a little bit more. I mean, Mormeck can be proud. It was a job way beyond him as soon as the match was made. He gave it his best shot, but wasn't allowed really throughout it. With Vladimir's tactics, did not allow Mormeck to get started. But here the finishing punches, just textbook, left, right, bang. And when you're giving away 2 stone in a division that you're not used to competing in, then it's over for the night, and that's how it proved. Just simple left, bang, thumping punch that just shook him down to his boots. No chance of him recovering from that. Did make it to his feet at the count of 10, but no point in continuing. The referee called it off, rightly so.
Sweet in his 20th world heavyweight title fight, Wladimir Klitschko. A standing ovation as well all around us here. They don't care that it was easy, they just keep coming.
No, and thankfully we did get into the 4th round. Klitschko started the opener as though he'd have been happy with a 20-second blast out. Thankfully that didn't happen, but he showed the attitude. I thought it was terrific against David Hay. I didn't think he could come in with that same attitude, but I think he showed that tonight against Mormeck. It's not in his nature to take chances. If they put a man in front of Klitschko, he wants to get him out of there as soon as he possibly can, and that's the attitude he fought with tonight. Excellent again. Thought he got away with too many fouls in the early parts of the fight, took a few liberties. The referee eventually got on his case, but let's face it, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Maybe Mormeck landed that one punch, or slightly, but nothing else at all. There's young Alex and the Klitschkos around him. Wonderful role models. Mormeck, unsurprisingly, taken out. 4 rounds, and Wladimir Klitschko salutes the crowd. The talk beyond this, if he came through, was of a reappearance in early July. Looks like he might have to fight Tony Thompson again. He's beaten him once already, but he's the mandatory for the IBF. You know, what do? There's Seth Mitchell in the States. There's Deontay Wilder. There's David Price here ringside, maybe one day. Tyson Fury. There's a few others, but not many.
Well, I mean, they can have as many voluntary defences as they please, but they pride themselves on having all the titles, and the only way you can keep all the titles is to face your mandatory when you're told to do so. And that's what he's prepared to do. That's what he'll have to do. So it will beat Tony Thompson. Maybe next time up, I don't know.
Apparently David Hayes got on Twitter to say that Vitali has agreed to fight him. So courtesy of an RTL interview, our German TV colleagues. But we've had a word with Bent Bonte, the manager, and he said, no, that's not the case. Nothing is agreed. So we don't know whether Vitali will be back in June or September. We don't think the injury is quite what it was made out to be after the Chisora fight, but they might both be back in the summer. And look how happy they are side by side, Jim.
Yep. Well, look at the condition he brings himself into the ring again. Look at the attitude he displayed tonight. It was one-sided, but it was action all the way. So full credit, Mormeck did as well as he was allowed to do. Maybe as well as we expected him to do. He had no chance here tonight. But it's been a spectacle. The fans have loved it. You don't hear any dissent in the crowd. They'll be back for the next one. They just love these Klitschko guys.
Absolutely, it's a happening. It's very different to maybe a fight in Britain. There's a whole social element to it. They have their meal, they watch the entrances, they see their heroes win, they go home happy and they come back for more. Some people will say, well, there should be more of a fight, there should be more of a match. But every single seat in this arena sold out by a Ukrainian based in Germany.
I wonder when it's all over if both the Klitschkos will regret the fact that they were never really tested. Maybe they'll never be compared to the great champions who boxed in a far better era. who were tested against the best and proved themselves. Both these guys have spent their whole careers at beating people that they're better than.
Jim, many thought David Hay would beat Wladimir Klitschko, though.
Well,
much closer odds.
Yeah,
I know you weren't.
I was never one of those, yeah. They're just too big and too good at what they do. They've developed a style that is so difficult to beat, and it's actually turning out impossible to beat. They're terrific fighters, but will they be remembered in 20 years' time as terrific fighters simply because of the opposition?
I'll tell you what they will be remembered as: terrific sportsmen.
That's for sure. I mean, the conduct both of them showed, what they had to put up with a couple of weeks ago there. I mean, most people would have cracked, but they behaved impeccably, both of them. I mean, you have to admire the fact that he's facing a blown-up cruiserweight who's approaching 40 years of age. He could have been forgiven for coming in not in the best of shape with a half-hearted attitude to carry him for a couple of rounds, but no. If he's doing business, there's only one way he's going to do business, and that's do business properly, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Excellent.
Respect between the pair now. They were meant to fight back in December, but he had to have gallstones removed. Wladimir Klitschko, a painful few days for him. There's no repeat. And at almost 36,
just want to say to that,
he looks extremely well, Jim.
He looks fantastic. I mean, is he getting better? As I say, against David Hay, I thought it was a wonderful performance. You know, the concentration for the full 12 rounds. Beautiful performance. And he is loving this. No signs he's thinking of leaving this game behind.
A huge smile. A huge puncher. Not a huge statement, because you couldn't find anyone that thought Mormeck would win this fight. But it's been a good night for Wladimir. No doubt about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, the prediction and the promise was made and it has been kept. Knockout number 50 is in the record books as referee Luis Pabon reaches the count of 10. At 1 minute, 12 seconds of round number 4, the winner by KO victory, and still IBF, IBO, WBA, WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Dr. Steel Hammer, Wladimir Klitschko.
Wladimir Klitschko enjoying the moment, taking the applause from 50,000 fans at the Espirito Arena in Dusseldorf. It's knockout number 50 for Dr. Steelhammer.